Hello and welcome to Midas Markets Daily News. Let's kick off your trading day with the latest financial news and market headlines.
Hello traders, this is Jason with the market outlook. The US dollar index stabilized near 98.70 on Monday after dropping more than 1% as traders reassessed the Fed's policy outlook. Friday's jobs report showed that non-farm payrolls rose by just 73,000 in July, far below expectations, with prior months revised down by 258,000, signaling further labor market weakness. Markets are now fully pricing in a September rate cut with more than 63 basis points of easing expected by year end. WTI crude slipped to $65.60 per barrel on Monday as traders digested OPEC Plus's decision to accelerate production increases and rising geopolitical uncertainty. On Sunday, OPEC Plus agreed to bring forward its supply recovery plan, adding 548,000 barrels per day in September. Trump's recent threat of 100% secondary tariffs on buyers of Russian oil added to concerns over trade disruptions and potential supply constraints, keeping volatility high in energy markets. Gold prices edged higher on Monday, trading around $3,375 after last Friday's weak US jobs report fueled expectations for a Fed rate cut. The metal rallied nearly 2% on Friday, marking a one-week high as disappointing employment data and Trump's sweeping new tariffs drove safe haven demand. Gold, a non-yielding asset, tends to perform well in a low-rate environment. The Japanese yen strengthened to 146.85 against the dollar on Monday as investors reassess the Fed's policy trajectory, while Friday's soft US jobs data boosted expectations for imminent rate cuts. Fed officials remain cautious, pointing to inflation risks tied to Trump's broad tariff agenda. Traders now turn their attention to the Bank of Japan's policy meeting minutes for clues on potential rate hikes, especially after the central bank raised its inflation forecast while warning about rising global trade uncertainty. The euro eased to around 115.70 against the dollar in Asia on Monday after gaining 1.5% the previous session. The dollar's partial recovery followed Friday's weak US jobs report, which has markets expecting 2 Fed rate cuts this year. Meanwhile, the euro remains supported by expectations that the European Central Bank will delay its own rate cuts, especially with Eurozone inflation holding steady at 2%, slightly above forecasts.
We hope you enjoyed today's market outlook. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Remember to join us tomorrow morning for the freshest news.